Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. 2025 has been a feast for gamers so far, and we just got the release of Doom: The Dark Ages. But what's next? What games have we forgotten about that should be remembered? Well, in this episode, we'll be covering the games slated for release this year that need to be back on your radar. But first, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, he's finally out of his early access stage, and the Steam ratings have him sitting rated as overwhelmingly positive. It's Ryan.
I just want to thank absolutely nobody because I did it all on my own. Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Thanks for the,
No.
thanks, man.
Yeah.
Glad you didn't need us.
Just kidding. Thank you, everybody. I love you all.
All right. Well, let me quickly move on to this next introduction then. And joining us, if announcement trailers are any indication, he's set to be one of the best additions to gaming in 2025. It's John.
Hey, everybody. I honestly thought you were going to, skip over me. I was kind of sad. Man.
I would never. What?
Oh, man.
I would never. Oh.
I'm like the underappreciated little indie game.
Like
the Midnight Walk.
Oh, no.
Hey,
totally
you know what? John has not had the greatest of days, which happens to everybody, but what better way to make a day better than to talk video games with your friends? We've all been there. This is why we game. This is why we love video games. And this is why we do what we do, boys. So John's already
we got a lot of
smiling.
cool stuff to talk about, too.
We do, man. This is going to be a fun episode. So we got a little guys, we got a couple people to thank. And then stick with us because we have a quick little story that I know people are going to enjoy. We kind of promised to tell this story on this episode. So we're going to tell that story. And then we're going to talk about some incredible games. Hopefully they're incredible because, we think they're going to be incredible, which is why we're bringing them up. But first, some big shout outs to some awesome supporters of the show. We want to thank Dingus Khan and Dingus Khan and Riley Dismukes for signing up for rare status to support the show.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
We want to specify that Dingus Khan self-identifies as Dingus Khan, and we're not just calling him that.
Ryan and I have said dingus is one of our favorite terms. I refer to myself as a dingus all the time.
I call my kids dinguses daily, so it's a good quality word.
It's a term of endearment, in my opinion.
Oh, it is?
You're such a dingus, man. If I don't like you, I'm calling you something else. That's for sure. And then thank you to Darkside900 for going epic status.
Yeah.
Dude, here's the other thing I love. All of these people are in our Discord server. They all joined as just, hey, let me see what the hype is about. They've been listening to the podcast. Join the community that, hey, I know we hype it up. But let this be proof that people join, go, oh my goodness, you guys are right, man. This place is awesome. And then they go, these guys aren't big, fat, dirty liars. I should probably support the show, man. So if you want to use that as your litmus test, hey, we are A-okay with that. You can join our community. There is a link in the episode description. I got to preface this by saying John has no idea what this story is. And we started talking before we started recording to say, hey, we got to tell this story. And then we realized that John didn't know. And then we said, okay, well, we're not going to tell you. We're going to tell you live on the air. So Ryan, you are the one that discovered this. I am going to toss this to you to set up, man.
So As most entertainers do, we are very self-absorbed and we want to look and see what people are saying. And I'm wondering why the heck we got a few one-star reviews. And I'm looking back through our reviews, and I know sometimes, things happen or maybe we made a mistake or what we could maybe be better at. And I'm scrolling. I get all the way back to 2022. To where I'm looking for reviews, and I see a 1-star, and I go, oh, all right, who's this dingus or jabroni, if you will?
Oh,
and I start reading this review, and I'm like, this is overwhelmingly positive. The title is A Show Like No Other. been over a year now since I started listening to the podcast and joined the Discord, and I gotta say, it's been life-changing. This all sounds amazing. And then I glance over at the name. And Josh, could you please tell me what the name of the person is who left that 1-star review?
Well, let me tell you this, because there are a lot of people out there that have seen this person, on this show.
This show, no.
On this show.
No.
There's no way that anybody that's on this show and has been a member of our community for years now would ever leave us a 1-star review.
Who was it?
Ace of Shame. What a fitting name, by the way.
Ace of Shame. You should feel shame, because I looked and I saw a 1-star review for our beloved Ace of Shame, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And then I also thought, this is the best day of my life, and I screenshotted everything, and I'm like, I'm saving this immediately. And then I just started spamming Ace. You got some splaining to do. Like, here we go. And Josh and I roasted him relentlessly.
Like good friends do, man. Ace was like, we are like, you are not getting away with this, man. And we're like, we have to bring this up on the show now. And Ace was like, no, man, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, good. John Ace, literally, host of the indie episode, good friend of ours,
indie expert guy too.
Yeah. And gives us a 1
star.
People you just can't please, man.
Can't trust them, man.
I mean, you game with them, you think you know somebody, and then you get a peek into the dark hallways, of 1-star reviews, and then find out. He probably thought, he's like, God, these guys are never going to see this, man.
Just sneak that little jab in there.
Yep.
Ace, I'm sorry that I didn't peel for you in Marvel Rivals that one time, okay? Okay? Like, this is not what you can just come to us and say something, all right? You don't have to bomb the podcast.
Yeah, just let us know. We're reasonable people. Come on.
Yeah. Do you remember when we talked about how we don't like review bombing and stuff? Did you notice Ace didn't really speak up on that part of the show?
It's all making sense now.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
That's what he was doing, it backdating the review.
Yeah.
They'll never find it.
To be fair, Ace was mortified and promptly went and fixed it, but not before Ryan got the screenshot evidence of it too. All right, boys, let's chat some video games, man. Okay, so what we are doing, I mean, guys, 2025 so far has been freaking incredible.
Bonkers.
Dude. We have multiple Game of the Year candidates so far, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, we said this is absolutely a Game of the Year contender. Then Split Fiction comes out, and we go, whoa, this is a Game of the Year contender. And then Expedition 33, I kind of called this one, was, comes out, blows everybody's mind. The front runner, in my opinion, for Game of the Year at this point.
It's a game of all time contender, man.
It really is, dude. Like, honestly, it is that freaking good. Ryan's shaking his head, but man, at least John and I have good taste in video games.
Yeah.
But then they brought up the question where we go, Doom, the Dark Ages, literally after we record this, I am going to play it. I've got about 40 minutes into Doom so far, so I've gotten that taste that I'm craving more. But then it's like, but then what, guys? Like, where do we go from here, man?
Oh, there's a lot of what.
There is a lot of what. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We kind of want to remind people what games might be coming up over, the rest of the year, what games we're excited about, which, might be the ones that we have the most hype for. And if nothing else, just a reminder that there is still a lot of 2025 left when it comes to gaming, and to just kind of talk about some of these. So John, why don't you start us off? What is a game that is coming out that you are very, very excited for, or looking forward to, or have maybe the most hope for?
Well, this is a big one, and this is probably going to come out of left field for you guys a bit, but probably one of the games that I'm most, I wouldn't say hyped about, but very, very curious and eager about is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because Nintendo is, I have no doubt that it's going to be a really good game, But it just such a curious choice of Nintendo to hedge the success of a brand new but not quite super innovative game. I mean, system on. It just seems like there's a lot riding on it, and that, it's got me really, really curious. Like maybe this may be one of the best 3D platformers of all time, and they're just sleeping on it or something. I don't know. I'm very, very curious about it. I think a lot of people would be too.
So famously, everybody saw me saying, please don't be Donkey Kong as the big release title for the Switch 2. And then lo and behold, it was freaking Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong, dude. Like, honestly, Donkey Kong Country, the Donkey Kong games are a blast. And I actually like that some of them are kind of hard, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back and play some of these, like, you're like, oh, wow, I kind of forgot. These are not easy games. My take on the Switch 2 using Donkey Kong was simply like, he doesn't have the same gravitas as Mario or Zelda does. And if you were launching a console, and I know people love Donkey Kong, and boy, did we take some flack for saying that at the same time, because everybody that loves Donkey Kong came out of the woodwork and was like, you guys don't know stuff. And we were like, we love Donkey Kong, man. It's just not a console selling type game. I'll say this. What I do love are 3D platformers, man. And this game, the art style is a little bit different to me, which kind of makes me go like, what? It's like, what is this? I have no doubt that this is going to be a super fun game, man.
Yeah.
It'll
be good. It'll be good. It's just, it's how big is it going to be a console defining game? And typically that's what you want with your launch title. I just don't know if Donkey Kong has the legs to do it,
It just seems like if you were rebooting the Marvel universe, right? Who would you put out in front?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine. Are you going to put Cyclops out in front? Or like
No.
Jubilee? No. I mean, like, it's a good character, don't get me wrong, but like that's not who you're going to hedge this reboot on. It's just such a strange decision.
So are you excited for this, John? Is it more that you're curious on this one? Is it like...
I have a high degree of what I'll call professional curiosity right
that makes
now.
Sense.
I played South of Midnight end-to-end cloud. I'm playing Doom the Dark Ages right now, cloud. And again, we're talking a brand new game, high graphical load.
Yeah, Doom looks great.
That I'm playing streamed right to my TV without the need of a console. And so I am really, really curious how strong this game is going to be for Nintendo when like they are really kind of the farthest behind in the cloud arena. Like they are dependent on solid first party IPs to retain relevance, basically. I'm very, very curious. And it'll be fun. I love mobile gaming. It'll be fun one way or another, but there's like a morbid professional curiosity that has got me really hooked on it.
I don't want to get too far off track here, but really quickly, is there a Zelda game that didn't land for you guys? There is one for me, absolutely. Like I played like 3 hours and then I was like, I don't like this game at all.
I didn't play
most of them.
Most of them?
Most of them.
I loved Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Loved them. What's the most recent one where you're actually Zelda?
It's the
it's
the weird top down. It's got the weird art style.
Yeah.
My wife played it.
Twilight Princess, maybe?
No, that's
know.
the one I don't like.
Ah.
So for me, Twilight Princess, we were very excited for. We started playing it, and I was like, "This is the most dumbed down game." We couldn't walk up to like a fallen log on the ground before the stupid, annoying little, I think it's Navi, is that who it is? Was like, "Oh, you can jump over this. Press A to jump." And it was like, dude, I don't know. I don't need you to tell me that I can jump. But it was nonstop. Like even my wife, who loves these games and is not like as experienced of a gamer, was like, "This is the most annoying thing ever. Do they think we're idiots?" And I was just like, I can't do it, man. And I know there's people that love Twilight. I know there's people that love Twilight Princess. I'm sorry, but that was my most hated Zelda game ever.
Did you play Mario Wonder by any chance?
Yes, I did. Mario Wonder I thought was great.
Well, it's great, but it had a similar the little flower would tell you how to do the most dumb basic things, and it's interesting. Nintendo, I think is fantastic at making intuitive, easy to approach games. That's honestly like why I really like them. My wife and I can enjoy a lot of the games together, but they have seemed to have been, especially with their major titles, relying on this really weird exposition stuff where it's like, dude, I don't need to know how to jump. Like everybody who's ever seen a controller before knows that.
And
Just push the button. Yeah.
It's not nobody listening right now falls into this category, but obviously because you're all professional gamers and amazing and we love you, but maybe there's just a lot of dumb people and they need that.
Well, this is true, dude. And listen, this is not, but how many companies do we see that dumb their games down for the lowest common denominator? Like legitimately.
Yeah.
And
More
I
sales.
listen, we're not trying to talk bad about it because that's not what we do. But there have got to be people that struggle a little bit, and it's like, but when you dumb a game down and you try to cater to the lowest common denominator, you have nothing that makes your game special at that point, dude.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
I wonder if there's like a liability component to it, like the warning labels that come on irons that say "Do not iron your clothes while on your body." Like I wonder if somebody like filed a complaint
Tide
with
Pods?
yeah
Do not
exactly.
Not
I wonder if somebody
candy.
filed a complaint with Nintendo saying like I didn't know how to jump or whatever, and they're like, oh god, we gotta cater to this person.
Oh boy.
gosh.
All right. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to get a Switch 2 at launch. I've said before, we'll wind up with a Switch 2 at some point. So I am very curious to see what happens with Donkey Kong Bonanza, honestly. That's a morbid curiosity for me. I hope it's great. I just don't know that it's going to be great. All right, Ryan, what's up for you, man? Don't you steal my pick either.
I'm
Ryan.
probably going to because this is
but
the
I
one.
can be excited.
I know
for
you
too.
can be excited too. This is one that we all three, me, you, and Paul, played a lot of the demo for, and I immediately was like extremely hyped. I was a little bummed that it wasn't any sort of like co-op nature to it, but the altars, dude.
Yep.
I am so excited. I honestly, it kind of skipped my brain for a while. And now that it's been coming back, and I've talked to a few people on our Discord in the community, and I've sent them the demo link. The demo's back open. So if you haven't checked it out, please go try it. It is honestly like there's a weird just feeling to it that I think they got something cool going on, and I'm really, really excited to play this game.
This to me might be my most anticipated game of the rest of the year, with the exception of Silk Song.
Yeah,
if we actually
get it.
Silk Song this year, yeah. This is not my kind of game. This kind of falls up there with like Disco Elysium for me, which John
kind of has that vibe. I haven't played that yet, but just based on what I'm seeing, it kind of looks like it's got that vibe.
Yeah, where it's like, this is not normally my kind of game, but man, I feel like this is just going to hit it out of the park for me. We have been kind of standing for the altars for ever since we played the demo long ago. They took the demo down to work on the game. The demo is back up. If you have not tried the altars demo, give it a shot. It is well worth your time to try out. But again, this is not a Josh kind of game, man.
Yeah.
But this demo blew me away. It instantly put it like, I cannot wait to play this game. They delayed it because I think they got so much positive feedback from the demo that they said, whoa, we might be onto something here. Let's make sure we knock this out of the park. I have a very high level of confidence that they are going to do just that. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. John, did you try the demo?
No. Can you give me the elevator pitch for it?
Crash land on an alien planet. You are by yourself in this crazy looking, it looks like a gigantic, like 50-story tall wheel that is your base. And you have got to try to like make it over to an area where you can like get off the planet, but you only have like a couple days to do that. The only way that you can kind of tackle doing all of the work that you need to do is to create clones of yourself to do this. So that's where the altars, because they're alternate realities of yourself. But the way that the clones work is it takes like your life timeline and all of the branches where you could have made these different decisions. Like, hey, you chose your career over your wife, and so you wound up getting divorced, and that led you to being like this famous botanist. Or you stayed with your wife, you travel down the timeline a little bit, and then it's like you decide whether you're going to have kids or not. And if you have kids, this makes you an astronaut. And if you don't have kids, you wind up this. And so you clone these like alternate versions of yourself to do chores, like to do different tasks in the base. It's crazy though, dude. It sounds I know
cool.
it sounds weird.
No, it sounds novel. Honestly, like anything that sounds sort of like new and out of the box, I'm in for. That sounds awesome.
And you use like this quantum computer to like set it all up, and then there's an actual like timeline where you see the breaks, and you have this web of the different timelines where the different kind of universes like collide and whatnot. All of it is so cool, and it's almost as far as like the look and the aesthetics, it's similar to like a like a Death Stranding meets like a survival crafting type thing, because you have to do a lot of like mining and different resource material gathering and stuff, and then you have to like power up things in your base. It's got a lot going for it, and I'm really excited to see kind of what it's going to be.
The base building part is really fun, where you kind of create these modules, and so you work on your base and which modules you think will be helpful. There's the planetary exploration part where you go out and have to gather resources and like explore and stuff too. So I don't know. This game looks phenomenal. It's coming out June 13th. In 1 month, guys. Like, we are in the throes of this 2-week release thing, man. We had Expedition 33, and then like 2 weeks we've got Doom: The Dark Ages, and then in 2 weeks we've got another game that I'll just bring up right now. Elden Ring Night Rain comes out May 30th. I said before that I have some like hesitation about Elden Ring Night Rain. I think this game is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for people that haven't experienced Elden Ring to be able to jump in with the comfort of their friends and that kind of roguelike nature at the same time. Like, yeah, Ryan is the perfect example where we've already said, like, Ryan, this is going to be your foray into the Elden Ring universe. And I get, hey, maybe this isn't your type of game that you normally would kind of gravitate towards, but you get to play it with us.
Yeah.
And so Ryan's like, I'm in. And then like the beauty of that is, if this is fun, I can't imagine it's not gonna be. You know, this is going to draw even more people into that Elden Ring. And then like, you know, if Ryan likes this game, then he's going to go, all right, guys, I got to try Elden Ring now. And then we get the joy of more and more people trying Elden Ring and, you know, and something like that. But Elden Ring Night Rain coming out in 2 weeks is bananas to me, man. John, like for you, you played Elden Ring. You said I beat it. You kind of also said this wasn't necessarily my favorite game because it's the difficulty level and stuff like that, but you kind of felt compelled to beat it, you know, because your friends were playing and stuff like that. Are you excited at all for Night Rain?
I am tentatively excited. Elden Ring, I have such a complicated relationship with. I was compelled to finish it because the world was gorgeous. The exploration was gorgeous. The enemy types are, it just stands alone. I mean, the world building in that game is amongst the very, very best. Right up there with Expedition 33 for me. But the grind and just the punishing difficulty of Souls-like games is just so hard. I had a love-hate relationship with it. I would have to take mental health breaks from that game and walk away from it. If I beat a boss and it'd take me, 20, 30 tries to beat it, I'd have to walk away from it because I would I'd feel myself angry, not in a productive gamer way, but actually I would start yelling at my friends and stuff. It's not a good feeling. Yeah. So I want to be able to have an adventure through games that I'm not necessarily somebody who's in it for the biggest challenge.
Now that's what I have seen, but also I don't know if you guys have seen this. I saw a goldfish beat Melania.
Yes.
Did you see that? So then nobody has an excuse. So
there's people. This is the thing is Elden Ring has created so many challenges. Some guy beat it playing a banana, using a banana as a controller.
It's so crazy.
This is all kinds of crazy stuff on there. I am cautious as we get closer to Night Rain. I'm getting more and more excited, but I have said, and I'm still on record saying, I'm a little worried that this is going to be too dumbed down to make it feel like my absolutely beloved Elden Ring, and that's my fear. But honestly, as long as it's fun and it gets people into that universe, it's a win for me at that point. So, all right, listen, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and talk about some more games coming out. All right, we're back. John, hit us with another one that you're excited about or curious about or want to make sure people remember.
Okay, so I'll give you one that is genuine excitement because I played the first one this year and it was in my backlog forever. But that's Ghost of Yotei. So
yeah.
Man, what a fun game that first one was. It was, in my backlog for a shocking amount of time, but the variety of the mechanics, just the samurai kind of cliche mechanics that are in the game, made it so fun. The world is gorgeous, picture perfect. A little bit of the facial animations kind of felt dated to me at the time that I played it, and the story was a bit one note. There was definitely it was like your sort of run-of-the-mill samurai story, which was a little bothersome, but everything I've seen from part 2 looks just amazing, and I want to go to Japan again. So.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, talk about just a good story and then just amazing gameplay. Like, what more do you ask for? It's fun to play no matter what, and then the story is good on top of it. It's just a solid game. I don't have a doubt that they're gonna double it up and probably make it even better. So I'm super excited for.
I generally end up favoring the sequels for this type of game. Most games really, it seems like they use the first one to get the bugs out, and then the second one's just an absolute crusher.
That's my hope as well. I mean, it's been 5 years now, and I hope that they kind of went, cool, we hit it. We hit on something with Ghost of Tsushima. Now let's refine the formula. Let's perfect it. Let's blow people's minds with Ghost of Yotei. I'm with you on that one. Absolutely. Ryan, what's one for you, buddy?
Ooh, okay. Let's see if you can tell the game from this soundbite. Ugh. Tastes like poison.
On my list as well, man.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Probably critically acclaimed the best of the Metal Gear Solid series. It is an absolute top tier game. However many years ago it came out, and the revamp of it, the graphics, everything, the story, the bones are all there already. So all they have to do is kind of refresh it, and I think it's going to be just amazing this year. So I'm so excited.
I am very excited to jump into this to get this
experience.
Oh,
that's right. You haven't played
franchise. I have not.
That's
Dude,
right.
Metal Gear 5, Solid 5 is the only one that I have played since it was just Metal Gear back in the old NES days, man.
You're going to love this one, dude. It's good.
I mean, I am getting more excited as like the more I see of the game and stuff, but I want to know like the story. Why is everybody so freaking crazy in this game, man? Why are these all these crazy characters?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's like there's a part of my brain that is just like, I want to know. Like I want to know more. So that comes out August 28th. So, that is a big game in my mind. Like, this is a big release coming up. Did they delay this one too? I feel like they did.
I think we picked it last year.
What's the last
for some
game
of
that
our
wasn't delayed?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
The last non-Nintendo game that wasn't delayed.
Yeah, honestly. That one I'm very curious for, Ryan, and I know you're super hyped for that one, and it's kind of bled over to me at this point, just because I want to know more about this franchise at this point. So
The stealth genre is like one of my absolute favorite genres too, and it's totally underserved, I think. I can't wait to play this one.
I love stealth in a game when it is not required all the time. Like when it's a balance of stealth, I freaking love it, dude. Like, I love being sneaky and trying to figure out how to get around these guys. When it is a pure stealth game where that is like 90% of the gameplay, I just go like, sometimes I just want to go in and murder people, man.
Like an old school Thief or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I feel you, man.
It can be overdone for me a lot, but there is a fine balance there where if they nail it, I'm just like, oh, this is so great.
Real quick, Splinter Cell, yay or nay?
Yay.
I loved Splinter Cell. Yes. Yeah, that's a yay for me. I know that's kind of the exception because I just said, well, I hate games where that's all you can do.
Yeah,
but Splinter
it's
Cell,
mostly stealth, yeah.
But they had the moments where you could pop people and stuff too, and I don't know, that was just perfection.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am going to bring up a personal game for me because I did not get to play this game when it released on the PS5 as a PS5 exclusive, and this game is right up my alley for the type of gameplay that I like. That is Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade released on PlayStation as a PlayStation exclusive. John is grinning at me. John, I want to play this for the gameplay, John.
Yeah, bro, no judgment at all. 2B was my accountant, bro.
Yeah. But
no judgment at all.
I just think it looks like a great game, man. What's so wrong with that?
It sure does.
In 4K HDR.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Anyway. But yes, I don't have a PS5. This is a game where it's like I was very excited about it, but it wasn't a big enough release for me to like harass Ryan and be like, Ryan, let me borrow your PS5 for like
I would have let you borrow, bud.
I know you would. But yeah, so it is coming out on PC. It's releasing on June 10th on PC. I've been waiting for this game. I have heard nothing but good things from people about it. The gameplay looks fantastic. The game looks fantastic. And I just think this is going to be a great experience that I've been kind of jealous that I haven't gotten to have yet. And so for everybody that does not have a PlayStation and loves this kind of game and gameplay, Stellar Blade's coming out soon, man. And I am absolutely going to pick this up. I've been waiting for it for a year now. I hope that the PC port is good. This is the one thing that could really sour it for me is sometimes PC ports are terrible. And then you just go like, come on, man. So hopefully the port is good, but it is coming out very soon. And this is absolutely kind of at the top of my game list to play.
I bet.
Yeah. I mean, the graphics are great, man.
Yeah. I wish, I will say, I wish, with speaking of PC ports, I wish I was smart enough to know like why. I mean, the game's developed, the game is designed. What in the transfer of console to PC is where so many hiccups happen and where you have compatibility issues. Like, I wish I could understand that. Like, you would think that they would have the ability to make something that would be streamlined.
Yeah. I work with some developers. I don't know anything. I joke that it's like they live in the Matrix.
Yeah, dude.
Things are not as easy as you think.
No, not at all.
Sometimes
that's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, I'm not smart enough, to know.
Sometimes I'm like, can't you just do this? And they're like, they just shake their heads at me. And then I'm like, all right, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. So I imagine there is a lot that just even the transfer from like controller to mouse and keyboard, that alone is probably a monumental task, So I hope it's great. I'm getting it regardless. But yeah, Stellar Blade to me is a game that I think some people have forgotten about because it's been almost a year now since it released, but it's coming to PC and I am pumped to play that one, dude. John, what's up next for you, buddy?
Well, my next one was actually going to be Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown, but that's going to be a PC release only, and I am a console loyalist. So I may have to figure something out for that. So in the spirit of the game that I'm currently playing, which is Doom: The Dark Ages, arguably one of the most violent games I've played. It is just pure violence.
Yeah.
I wanted to follow up with a game that probably maybe even surpasses Doom in its level of violence. And
Kirby's Island Adventure?
Close. Nope. Tales of the Shire.
That's actually... This is on my like master list. This is not a game for me, but I do think that this is going to be very interesting for a lot of people, and I think my wife's going to love this game, dude.
Dude, honestly, so like I play a lot of games when I'm walking on my treadmill, and you have to kind of be a little selective about the type of games you play. If there's like a lot of movement, or certainly first-person games are really, really hard because you lose your balance. So like tactical RPGs tend to work really well. Turn-based RPGs tend to work really well, and cozies tend to work really well. Lord of the Rings, man. I mean, like I absolutely love Lord of the Rings. I love everything about it. This looks cheesy, and if somebody walked in on me playing this, cozy game set in Middle Earth, I would probably be quite embarrassed.
No, don't look. Don't look.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm probably going to be playing. I'll probably pick this up the first day. I'll I'll be the one guy on the crew.
If I could live in the
Good idea.
Shire, I would do it in a heartbeat,
Right?
dude. I would do it. And my wife and I have said, dude, if we could live in a little hobbit house, with the big round door, we would do that, like both of us. Like, I love that just idea and being out in this middle of this beautiful Shire with just happy people all around.
Yeah,
and,
living built into the earth and eating and drinking and dancing. And
that's all they do. They're like the ultimate party animals.
The life for me, man.
Gosh, man, it looks amazing.
Just not in a game. The game would bore me to tears.
But there's fishing.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So you never got into like Animal Planet when, or not
Animal Crossing. Cozy games are not my jam. My wife, it's her favorite thing in the world. And I said Kirby's Island Adventure. I mean Hello Kitty's Island Adventure before I get roasted by people. But my wife has been playing Kirby's Hello Kitty.
Oh my gosh.
You can't get those right. Hello Kitty's Island Adventure for probably the last month, and she loves it, dude. It is, and she loved Animal Crossing as well. It's just, I get why people like those. We play games to relax, and it's like, dude, sometimes this is the best way to relax is just to, have a cozy little hobbit house.
Quit trying to say Kirby, dude. You can't.
I can't. Kirby, yeah. Oh man, Kirby Cozy Kitty. Kirby Cozy Kitty. There we go.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, Ryan, what's up next for you, buddy?
So I'm gonna go with one that this is a dream. It's a hope. It's something I've been waiting for a very long time.
Half-Life 3?
Oh gosh, don't even get me started. I'm gonna hope we get Silksong this year. I'm gonna say it. Maybe that's another year to it, but they said we were gonna get it. It's announced that we should get it. But I'll believe it when I'm logged in and playing and on the first level and annoyed that I don't have a good map because that's what Metroidvanias do. But I'm still very excited and I want that game so bad.
I'm so surprised that you guys are still so hot on that game, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like the first one was good, but it's like far from like the best platformer in my opinion. It's a really good platformer. Or really good Metroidvania.
Hollow Knight's fantastic, dude.
It's really good, but did you play either of the Ori games?
No.
Yeah, dude. The second Ori game is just amazing. It's like you have great
Does Ori
games
have
like
combat?
this. Yes.
Like
it has
combat?
Great dynamic combat. Yes,
I
absolutely.
might have to try Ori.
Dude, Ori, the first one is really good. The second one is amazing.
Will of the Wisps?
Yeah.
I started to play one, I think, or maybe I played a demo or something, because I do know the game and the little light character that kind of leads you and stuff. I just didn't know that they had combat or not. And that's honestly, when people talk about Hollow Knight, that's one of the things I love is Hollow Knight has some hard combat, man.
Yeah.
And it's got some hard platforming challenges as well. And I like that level of difficulty. There's also the beauty of Hollow Knight and the music mixed in and stuff. So for me, this is one of those things we talked about, some of the most overrated, underrated games out there. Is it a perfect game? No. But is Silksong going to make it like as close to a perfect game as you can get? Like after 18 years of development, maybe.
It better be.
Know.
It better be.
That's honestly kind of the hope. So
yeah, Josh, I would say if you're going to give Ori a try and the combat in the first one was not great. The combat in part 2 is spectacular. So if you're going to play, I don't think you need to like the story.
I was going to ask, do you need
one.
to play the first to appreciate the second?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, all right. So Ryan brought up Silksong. I am going to bring up a game that I have not played a lick of, but I have heard nothing but good things about from people. And I missed the demo when the demo was available. I think they had like a public play test or something like that. And this is honestly, this might be the first time this game's ever been mentioned on this podcast. But the goal is to remind people of games that are coming out and coming up and things like that. I want to bring up a game called Rematch. Have either of you guys heard of this?
Nope. I don't even know what you just said.
See, they're both looking at me like I'm crazy. So Rematch is a 5v5 soccer game that is made by the developer that made Sifu. I don't know if you guys know Sifu, but that's a very beloved fighting game. And I can't remember what else they made, but they made something else. You guys know that Rocket League is one of my favorite games of all time. It's probably my second most played game of all time. Rematch is 5v5 soccer, which normally would not interest me in the slightest, but I cannot deny the feedback and the hype that I have seen from people saying this is the best game since Rocket League that they have played, where it is super intuitive. You can just pick it up, get in there with your friends and play soccer. And, the controls are amazing. You can just jump in and have a blast, but the ceiling of this game seems to be like almost infinite, kind of like Rocket League is. I love competitive games and I get tired of shooters after a little while. And so having a game that you can play with your friends that a la Rocket League, but with just amazing, that's just pure fun. I have not seen a single person that played Rematch that was like, it's okay. Like people are like, this is the greatest game since Rocket League that I have seen. And the hype level's through the roof for this. Now, this is all said, I have not played this game a lick. None of us have. But man, sometimes you have to buy into the hype that you see from other gamers. And if that level is anything to be believed, Rematch is going to be something special, dude.
Well, just tell me what the flop button is so I can be a real soccer player.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
So I am super curious for this game. It comes out June 19th. Apparently it's been in development for a while. This is a well-known developer that makes quality games as well. And so I'm kind of done with Rocket League. I still have it installed. It lives on my desktop like few games do, but I'm hungry for that next, like, hey, can we get 3 people on and let's play some Rematch together and just have a blast, man. I don't play sports games at all. But it is nice to have something similar. And Rocket League is kind of that weird hybrid-y. It's like a sports game, but it's an arcade game, but it's competitive and all that. And it's like, I'm so hungry for something like that again, that I could easily see if this game hits, it's like, it's my new comfort game kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah.
So, I got it.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
we'll see. I mean, if it's cool and then we get a lot of hype and it looks like it was on Xbox. So I don't know. I think I saw that Game Pass. So maybe we can hop in on Game Pass.
Yeah. It's an indie game. I can't imagine it's going to be more than $30 even at launch, but I just, games that are pure dumb fun.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
They fill a place, and it's like, I think this is going to be one of those. And I love competition, dude. Give me a chance to just be competitive
we know.
and I'll jump on it every time.
We know.
Too,
yeah.
so.
You're shockingly competitive.
It's ridiculous.
And for everybody out there, who's listening, like Josh is like paradoxically like the nicest, most compassionate guy and the most ruthlessly competitive guy I think I've ever met, man. It's like, and it's like a switch too, bro. Like you can instantly like dial into that competitive mode when
and I am extremely competitive. I love competition. I love to compete. I always want to challenge somebody for something. But if I lose, I'm like, oh dang, man, that was fun.
No.
Josh gets
I don't
mad.
like losing, dude. I don't like losing. I do not. Dude, I don't like losing so much that like I don't play basketball because I absolutely suck at basketball. And like I will have people like, hey, we're going to get some guys to play basketball. You want to play?
Nope.
And I'm like, nah, I'm good, man.
If I can't win, I don't want to play.
Yeah, like honestly, like it's that bad. Like sometimes I'm like, I hate that I actually suck at something and I just won't do it.
Why do you show up to pickleball on Saturdays then?
Okay, buddy. Okay. All right. We'll see about that. We'll see. All right, that was a pretty good dig.
Yeah, all right. I know. Pat on my back. All right, whose is it? Who's got one?
It's John.
So my last one, this is honestly just kind of like a comfort game for me. I don't even know that this should be on this list, but it is getting released. But it's the Gears of War Reloaded, which I believe it's just a remaster of the original Gears of War. But man, I played the poop out of that game. I absolutely loved it. Chunky, and it's probably ringing, pretty strong for me because I'm playing Doom right now, and there's just something about this chunky, big juggernaut guy running through and chopping people up and stuff. It's been a long time since I played a Gears game. I only recently started getting back onto my Xbox playing because of Game Pass and cloud service, but I'm eager to get back into that. I love the first one. I'm eager to get back into it.
It's been how long since Gears of War came out? Like, if this is anything remotely good of a remaster, I'm in.
It's like 20 years, right? Like 19.
It's
20.
pretty.
It's been
old,
a long time, dude. Wasn't that was it 360?
Yeah, it was on 360.
original?
I remember.
Was it 360?
I remember.
Okay.
I remember playing
remember.
Xbox 360 with Gears of War, drinking Mountain Dew Amp energy drinks.
Oh boy.
And eating pizza or doing whatever when I was like, 17, 18 years old way back in the day.
2006.
That what it was?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Man, it's been 19 years. So if this remaster is anything halfway decent, like we will absolutely be playing some Gears of War together, man.
Dude, just the Lancer, just like with the chainsaw and just chopping guys in half and
just that running up to cover and then your dude slams against the wall. Like you said, that clunky just.
It's been a long time since they put out a title too. I think the last one was
Gears of War
5. Yeah,
Yep.
like 2020 maybe 2019.
I think I don't even know if I played 5, to be honest. I know I played 4, and then I think I was just like, the formula's starting to feel stale.
it's just
to me.
I didn't play 4 or 5. I'm like, I'm just kind of done with these.
Ryan, how about one more for you? And then I do want to kind of quick fire some, and we can just say whether we're excited or not, but I think that'd be fun to kind of hit up like a bunch of them real quick too. So what's on your list as far as hype?
Another one, I really hope this releases this year. I know we're all kind of high on it. Speaking of dumb fun, Kingmakers.
Yes.
I mean, what I think of is Helldivers, but kind of old kingdom
Medieval.
with guns and cars and trucks, and it's just crazy goofy fun that you're gonna laugh and joke and have a good time. There's not gonna be any of the gruff. It's just you get on to just laugh and enjoy yourself. So I'm very much excited for that one, and it's high on my list.
It's high on my list too. I think I'm with you. And we kind of said we thought it was going to be like a 2-week trend of just you're going to see every Twitch streamer in the world playing this for a little while. But the more we saw of it, the more I'm like, dude, I think there's something behind this game that actually will give it some longevity as well. Kingmakers I think is going to be a blast, and I am very excited about that one. All right, let's hit a couple. I'll throw out a name. Tell me if you guys are interested, haven't heard of it, don't care. Let's just kind of do it like that. I'm going to explain this one because we covered this once or twice maybe, but it is not prominent. Mind's Eye. This is the futuristic GTA looking game.
That's right.
Yeah. See, Ryan's like, wait, I remember this. I do remember that. Yeah, and if you haven't heard of it, that's fine, but this looks like GTA in the future to me. It looks very top notch. I mean, I've talked to a few people who are like, dude, I cannot wait for this game. Comes out June 10th. June 10th is a banger of a day, guys.
For real.
So just to quick fire these, we get Mind's Eye, we get Dune Awakening, which has kind of fallen off my radar, to be honest. I know there's people that are excited for that one. And then we get the Stellar Blade. So it's like,
which one?
Blade, maybe, but maybe Mind's Eye. I don't know.
The real question is, did Mind's Eye take 13 years to develop?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mentioned Dune Awakening. Any interest from you guys in Dune Awakening? It's a MMO.
Well,
it's
yeah,
Dune universe.
Let's start with Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye, I hadn't heard about it, but looking at it looks pretty sick, dude.
It looks pretty darn good,
yeah,
dude.
Pretty cool looking.
It legitimately looks like GTA in the future, man. From the driving to the missions. I mean, this game looks pretty incredible in my opinion. I'm a little worried because these kinds of games can fall real flat, real easy. But if this game hits, it's going to hit hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dune Awakening. John, any interest from you?
Nope.
No, I have like a 3 out of 10 interest right now in Dune Awakening. Arc Raiders. I got to do the play test. It's way better than I thought it was going to be for the little bit that I got to play. The problem is the play test came out right in the heart of like Expedition 33. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I did hop in for like 3 rounds. I played maybe an hour. It's pretty high quality, man.
It looks good. I was outside grilling and I was watching you because you streamed it on our Discord. Yeah. By the way, if you haven't joined our Discord, it's freaking awesome. But anyways, I watched you and it looks amazing. I mean, the graphics look good. It looks fluid, good combat, good movement. And then I watched you get murked and it was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Very, very polished, high quality game.
Yeah.
They're 3-man squad extraction shooter. I could see this being a blast with friends, man. Abiotic Factor. I'm going to bring this one up because I love the small indies. I'll tell you what, we have been playing a lot of Enshrouded on our server lately as well, which I think is fantastic. Abiotic Factor in some ways is actually better than Enshrouded to me. I played it with Ace. Absolutely top-notch survival crafting game. It feels like Half-Life. It's kind of set in the Half-Life universe, even though I don't think they can say that. But it all takes place inside this monstrous science facility. I played everything we could possibly do in that.
I remember you guys playing this. Yeah.
Abiotic Factor is freaking top-notch, and it's supposed to release this summer.
Nice.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we got the preview look at this? I can't remember what game show it was, not State of Play or something, but oh my goodness, Ninja Gaiden 4 came out of nowhere and we went, whoa.
Yeah, looks good.
We're all
Stoked.
nodding on
I've
that
always
one.
loved Ninja Gaiden. So any good ninja games that have just awesome combat, count me in.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Speaking of Hideo Kojima, Death Stranding 2.
Mm-hmm.
Man, have you guys seen that trailer, that big long 12-minute trailer or whatever it was?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Dude, it looks fantastic. And I am actually really hyped for this game, but I feel like I can't play. I never played the first one.
I didn't either. I have it. We got it free off of Epic Game Store. It's like a giveaway.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one of their free games they gave away. So it's sitting in my library on Epic Game Store. I just can't bring myself to play it. I feel like I don't know, man. But Death Stranding 2 looks
You're afraid of the
incredible.
weird.
It's not the weird. I'm afraid of the boring. I'm afraid of the
Yeah.
walking, dude. That's the one thing where I'm like, if I get
I've
bored,
never. Have you heard anything bad about it? Has anybody said that they didn't like that game?
Death
that you know
Stranding?
that- yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say it's a very boring walking simulator with like 5 hours of cutscenes. That's the negative part. I have heard other people say, dude, this is one of the most unique game experiences I think I've ever had.
You have to be a certain type of person, I think. Kojima's games always have crazy long cutscenes, and it's very
I like 'em.
weird and eccentric and stuff. And so I love all the Metal Gear Solids. They're all my favorite. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I think he did, from what I was reading something the other day that said that he did put a little more combat into this one after
It
the
looks like it.
after complaints on the first one.
I'm very curious, man. So I'm very curious. I just don't know if you have to play the first one to be able to jump into the second. All right, guys. Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 3 and 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Comes out in the middle of July 11th. There is really nothing in July. So guess what I'm going to be doing?
Yep.
I'm going to be doing
man.
my kickflip Benihana Christ errors, man. You
That
know?
is like the tub of popcorn and candy of video games, man, where you're just like, oh, bro, we're about to have some fun right now.
Yeah, you ever had a bad time playing Tony Hawk?
No,
You know, like, really?
everybody
It's
plays
just-
them. Yeah, fantastic games, man.
Borderlands 4.
We'll see.
See,
I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm with you, John. Honestly, I feel like I've been a little negative, but it's more just please give me something new and different. But dude, Borderlands with friends is an absolute blast. Like there's no world where we don't hop into Borderlands 4 together and play some Borderlands 4.
And have fun
You know?
too. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a really fun community night type game for us. And I will say, shout out to, I believe Mobox from our Discord went to PAX East and actually said that it's quite a bit more evolved than we were giving it credit for when we were talking about it earlier. And I trust his opinion. So
Oh, for sure.
I'm pretty stoked for it.
Yeah. All right. Last one, guys. Marathon.
Wah, wah.
I think it looks cool, man. I don't like the extraction shooter concept, but if I did, I would be really psyched for it.
I have not had faith in Bungie for maybe 4 or 5 years from the direction they've taken Destiny. And it seems like they've almost washed their hands of it, and they're like, well, let's try this. And this crazy extraction shooter idea that they've had from that. I mean, I hope so. I hope it's awesome. I hope it's amazing. I hope we really enjoy it, because I hope every game is great, because then I'm going to want to play it and have fun. So I'm very pessimistic, very reserved on what they're going to do with this game.
I'm with Ryan on this one. I don't like extraction shooters for the most part. I did just get done saying Arc Raiders looks fun. So I figure that one out. Marathon is the kind of game where it's not really my genre. The only way I really see myself getting excited about Marathon is if people start just singing its praises left and right, dude. It's kind of like Expedition 33 with Ryan, right? Like he knew right away. He's like, guys, turn-based combat, not my thing. The hype behind this game, I can't deny it. Played it, went, look, I can see how glorious it is, but it just doesn't resonate with me on a certain level. And I feel like that's Marathon, but I don't think Marathon's going to get near the hype Expedition 33 got, man. I think I think
No.
this is going to be a game that a lot of people enjoy, but is not going to be the scale that Bungie is hoping for with this game. And the only way I really see myself getting excited about it is if people just go, dude, this is the greatest thing I have played in a really long time. And the previews that people got to play and the streamers that got to play it and all that, I have not heard that. I've heard it's pretty good. But it's pretty good for a Bungie game. Is not, that ain't what people are looking for, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Any others that I didn't bring up that you guys kind of had as a quick fire or just should be mentioned real fast?
Not that I can think
Splitgate
of.
2?
Yeah, Splitgate 2.
Splitgate 2 is on my list. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond for people, you know. I don't know. I love Metroid, but this one's not doing it for me. I think I'm just getting old and grumpy, man. I don't know what's going on.
You don't say.
You know? Yeah. Ryan, one that I know you enjoyed and I am very curious about, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
I was just looking at that, yeah.
Full release.
Yep. Which I mean, I played that on my laptop on traveling, and I was like, this is the awesomest like game to just play when you're chilling somewhere. It's like it's almost a cozy game, but not, because it's that survival type vampire whatever.
It's a comfortable, easy game.
Comfortable, yeah.
You know, I don't easy.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say, because some of the levels were pretty tough.
It's actually hard. It's easy to play.
Yeah,
I guess like
easy
it's
to hop
just
in
jump into and start around.
Yeah, you may not get far, but it's easy to like kind of just play the game. But
all right, I was gonna end it, but let's just do it because there's only 3 more. Mafia: The Old Country. If you ever wanted to play GTA but be Mafia, that game looks pretty darn good, honestly. That comes out August 8th. Crimson Desert. This game looks crazy. It looked like it was going to be like an RPG, like MMO, and then it got kind of converted into a single player game, but it looks very over the top. That one's semi-interesting to me. And then Chronos: The New Dawn, we saw some trailers for and talked about a month or 2 ago. That one looks kind of interesting. It had the guy that looked like the Big Daddy with the giant kind of circle head thing. I don't know what to expect on that one. I'm very mid on it so far until we see more. So, and then Killing Floor 3 is the last one. That's kind of a niche game, but Legendary Jake, first person to ever go Legendary, made us play Killing Floor 2 as his pick. And so those are fun. That's just a kind of mindless co-op shooter horde defense kind of thing too. So
sweet.
All right. Guys, we got a lot to look forward to still, man.
Remember, we're like, there'll be some games this year. It'll be pretty good, you know. It's crazy. Every year this happens.
Okay. Pick one game at the top, the very, very tippy top of your list. You can only pick one.
Metal Gear Solid.
That'd be mine too. It's so tempting to say Tales of the Shire, but it's probably Metal Gear for me too.
This
is crazy, and maybe it's just because it's coming up soon, but I'm picking The Alters, boys.
That's close, man. I'm really excited, and I think anyone, if you haven't checked it out, please go try the demo. It's pretty sick.
Million people that love Hollow Knight and are thinking Silk Song's going to be the greatest game ever just got very mad at us for not saying Silk Song. So, but I don't know, man. I'm more hyped for The Alters for some reason.
Too little, too late, Silk Song.
Oh, I don't know about that, buddy.
You had me and you lost me.
All right. Listen, hey, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We absolutely just love talking games. We hope we reminded you of some games that are coming up. And if we didn't, maybe we put some on your radar as well. If you enjoy the show and you are not already doing it, remember to follow us, hit that subscribe button, that plus button. That way you get all of our episodes the day that they release. Come join our community. Again, we talk about it all the time. We are getting multiple people joining daily at this point, which is absolutely fantastic. And again, almost every single person that joins is like, man, I did not know this could exist. Gamers that love games that aren't toxic to each other and actually just share their passion for gaming is something truly incredible. It does exist. You can get there by tapping the link in the episode description. Come find out.
Do it.
If you want to go that extra mile and support the show, that really does keep this podcast alive. We could not do what we do without the support of our listeners. And so if you have found enjoyment in life because of this podcast, think about supporting the show. Again, there is a link in the episode description for you there as well. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. That's going to do it for this one. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.
Toodles.